Hello there, and buckle up, Buttercups, we're going to Barcelona. Today, I am super stoked to take you on a virtual tour of Barcelona, Spain. I have always been obsessed with Europe, and Barcelona is definitely up there on my travel bucket list. It just looks so vibrant and full of life. And, okay, get this, we will be exploring some of the coolest tourist attractions you can visit using those iconic hop-on hop-off tour buses. Barcelona has a lot to offer. Beaches, a vibrant nightlife, museums, unique architecture, and a whole more. Sit back, relax, and let's get this virtual adventure started. Okay, enough rambling, let's get this show on the road. First up, we are hitting up the Sagrada Família, the Beyoncé of Barcelona landmarks. You cannot go to Barcelona without seeing this masterpiece. It is massive, like something out of a dream. Major Disney princess vibes. It has been under construction for over a century. It is the largest unfinished Catholic church in the world. It was designed by Catalan master architect Antoni Gaudí. Imagine working on a building your entire life and not seeing it finished. That just adds to the charm. It is a work in progress, constantly evolving. The level of detail is insane. Every nook and cranny is covered in sculptures and mosaics. It is overwhelming in the best way. Gaudí designed both the interior and exterior of church to look organic and lifelike. Columns mimicking trees and skeletons, arches mirroring rib cages, and seashell-inspired staircases. You have to see it to believe it. Pictures do not do it justice. It is worth every penny, every minute. Next up on our Barcelona adventure, we are heading to Park Güell, another one of Antoni Gaudí's masterpieces. This guy was on another level. The Sagrada Família is impressive, but Park Güell is a whole other world. It is a huge garden complex filled with colourful mosaics, whimsical buildings, and the coolest benches. You have not lived until you have sat on a Gaudí bench. They are curvy, organic, and scream Gaudí. The views from Park Güell are incredible. You can see the entire city of Barcelona spread out before you. It is breathtaking. Let's go inside and explore. These gingerbread houses are so cute. They look like gingerbread, right? The mosaic work is insane. Every inch is covered in tiny pieces of broken tile. Gaudí crammed so much into one park. It is like walking through a dream. Gaudí put thought into every detail. Even the drainage system looks like a snake. Who does that? Enjoy the scenery. If you are ever in Barcelona, Park Güell is a must-see. It is like stepping into a whimsical wonderland. You will not regret it. Okay, so La Rambla. Imagine this. A street so alive, so buzzing, it practically vibrates. That is La Rambla for you. It is like the heartbeat of Barcelona, you know? Seriously, there is something about this place. It is like everyone's just out and about, soaking up the energy. You have got street performers doing their thing, shops bursting with quirky finds, and these cute little cafes where you can just chill and people watch. And speaking of people watching, let me tell you, it is prime real estate for that. You see all walks of life strolling down La Rambla. Tourists with their selfie sticks, locals walking their adorable dogs. It's a whole parade. Honestly, even if you are not a shopper or a cafe person, are you even real? La Rambla is still worth a visit. Just walking down the street, soaking up the atmosphere, it is an experience in itself. Trust me, I'm going to give you some insider tips for navigating La Rambla. First off, pace yourself. This street is a marathon, not a sprint, and you will want to savor every bit of it. Second, do not be afraid to wander off the main drag. Seriously, some of the best hidden gems like those hole-in-the-wall tapas places are tucked away down the side streets. And this might be controversial, but hear me out. Skip the restaurants right on La Rambla. I am all for convenience, but you are going to get better food and better prices if you venture just a little further afield. Oh, and one last thing. Watch your belongings. I know, buzzkill. La Rambla is generally safe, but it is always better to be safe than sorry, right? All right. Rambla rant over. Let's move on. Alright, next up on our Barcelona adventure, Plaça de Catalunya. You can think of this place as the central hub, the beating heart, You get the idea. It is where everything kind of converges. So, if you are feeling a little lost or overwhelmed, which, let's be real, can happen in a city as amazing as Barcelona, Plaça de Catalunya is your go-to spot. You can regroup, reorient yourself, and plan your next move. Plus, it is not just a transportation hub, okay? Plaça de Catalunya is a whole vibe. You have got these beautiful fountains, statues that look like they are straight out of a history book, and people just chilling, having picnics, doing their thing. Honestly, I could spend hours in Plaça de Catalunya just soaking up the atmosphere. It is the perfect place to people watch, grab a coffee, and just enjoy the Barcelona vibes. But hold on, we are not done with this area yet. Just a hop, skip and a jump away from Plaça de Catalunya is La Boqueria, a food market that will rock your world. Seriously, if you are a foodie, buckle up because this place is next level. We are talking mountains of fresh produce, seafood that is practically jumping out of the stalls, and endless rows of cured meats and cheeses. And the best part, you can actually try a lot of the food. So instead of just walking around being like, wow, that looks amazing, you can actually be like, wow, this amazing. Just a heads up, La Boqueria gets pretty crowded, especially during peak hours. But honestly, the organized chaos is part of the charm. Just embrace the energy, go with the flow, and get ready for a sensory overload in the best way possible. Okay, let's be real for a second. Sometimes when you are traveling, you just need a break from all the sightseeing, like you love the culture and the history and all that. But your inner beach bum is calling. Enter Barceloneta Beach. This place is the perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. You can literally feel your stress melt away as you sink your toes into the sand. And the best part? It is not just any beach. We are talking golden sand, sparkling turquoise water. It is basically a postcard come to life. Plus, there are tons of beach bars and restaurants where you can grab a drink, a bite to eat, and just enjoy those vacation vibes. Whether you are a sunbather, a swimmer, or just someone who appreciates a good ocean breeze, Barceloneta Beach has something for everyone. Now, if you are looking for a little more action, just a short stroll from Barceloneta Beach is Port Vell. This place is a whole vibe. Imagine this, sleek yachts bobbing in the harbour, seafood restaurants with waterfront views, and a lively atmosphere that's just breathtaking and relaxing. You can easily spend an afternoon just wandering around Port Vell, checking out the boats, maybe doing a little shopping or grabbing an ice cream and watching the world go by. Oh, and speaking of things to do, Port Vell is home to the Barcelona Aquarium, which is definitely worth checking out, especially if you are traveling with kids, or if you are just a big kid at heart like me. So yeah, whether you are in a beachy mood, a foodie mood, or just a let's explore and see what happens mood, Barceloneta Beach and Port Vell have got you covered. Chilling like a villain in Ciutadella and triumphing at the Arc. Okay, so like imagine a park, right? But not just any park. This is Ciutadella Park. It is like huge and green. And there is this massive fountain that is basically begging you to take a cute Instagram pic. Seriously, this park is the definition of chill vibes. You can rent a rowboat, lay out a blanket and have a picnic, or just wander around and soak it all in. I mean, can you say aesthetic? Plus, there is this super cool zoo inside the park. I am not even kidding. It is like they knew we needed a break from all the, like, historical stuff and just wanted to see some cute animals. Honestly, if you are feeling stressed or overwhelmed, just head to Ciutadella Park. It is like a breath of fresh air, literally. Okay, so right near Ciutadella Park is this other must-see spot, the Arc de Triomphe. And no, it is not the one in Paris, guys, but it is still pretty darn impressive. This arch is like super intricate and detailed with all these sculptures and carvings. It is giving major Roman Empire vibes, but like in a good way. You know what I mean? It is located on this wide, tree-lined promenade that is perfect for like a leisurely stroll or a bike ride. And get this, it leads all the way to Ciutadella Park. Talk about a scenic route. Honestly, the Arc de Triomphe is one of those places that just makes you stop and stare. It is like a little piece of history right in the middle of the city. Castles, fountains and magic. Oh my! Alright guys, buckle up because we are about to get our history on. Montjuïc Castle, perched up on this hilltop overlooking the city, is like a total blast from the past. This castle has seen it all, you guys. From wars to sieges to like probably some really extra parties back in the day. Can you imagine the stories these walls could tell? And the views? Don't even get me started. From up here you can see literally the entire city, the harbour, the sea, everything. It is honestly breathtaking. So, whether you are a history nerd or just looking for epic views, Montjuïc Castle is a must-see. Plus, you get to say you have been to a real-life castle, which is like, pretty cool. Okay guys, This next spot is straight out of a fairy tale, the magic fountain of Montjuïc. I'm talking water shows, lights, music, the whole shebang. It is like sensory overload in the best way possible. Imagine this, you're sitting there, the sun is setting, the music starts pumping, and suddenly the fountain erupts in this choreographed water dance. It is like mesmerizing. Honestly, it is one of those things you just have to see to believe. And the best part, it is completely free. Like, who doesn't love free entertainment? So grab your friends, grab some snacks, and get ready for a night of magic and wonder at the magic fountain of Montjuïc. You will not regret it. Okay, so picture this. You are walking down these super narrow winding streets, right? Imagine the streets are so narrow that you could practically touch the buildings on both sides. It is kinda claustrophobic, but also, super cool. That's the Gothic quarter for you. It is like stepping back in time, seriously. This part of Barcelona is crazy old. We are talking medieval times, you guys. I mean, the vibes here are just immaculate. Anyway, as you are wandering around, you will stumble upon all these hidden squares and plazas. And let me tell you, these squares are not your average squares. They are filled with cute little cafes, street musicians, and just a whole lot of charm. One thing I love about the Gothic quarter is that you never know what you are going to find around each corner. It is like a treasure hunt, but instead of gold you find the cutest vintage shops, amazing tapas bars, and buildings with so much history. And speaking of history, the Gothic quarter is home to some seriously impressive historical buildings, like the Barcelona Cathedral. Guys, this cathedral is huge. Actually massive, and the architecture, don't even get me started. Oh, and I cannot forget to mention the Picasso Museum. It is located in, you guessed it, the Gothic quarter. It is a must-see for any art lover. Even if you are not a huge Picasso fan, you have to admit, the dude was talented. So, yeah, the Gothic quarter is definitely worth spending a day or even two exploring. Just make sure your phone is charged because you will want to take a million pictures. Trust me. Okay, so we need to talk about Antoni Gaudí for a sec. This dude was the Beyoncé of architecture, okay? His buildings are literally works of art, and two of his most iconic creations are Casa Batlló and Casa Mila. Buckle up, Buttercups, because we are about to dive into the world of Gaudí. First up, Casa Batlló, also known as the House of Bones. And you will totally see why. The facade of this building is insane. It is all curvy and colourful, with these bone-shaped columns and balconies that look like they are straight out of a fairy tale. But the inside, though? Don't even get me started. It is like stepping into a whimsical dreamland. Seriously, every detail from the stained glass windows to the mosaic floors is just wow! Gaudí really went all out on this one. Next up we have Casa Mila, also known as La Pedrera, which translates to the stone quarry. And honestly, when you see it, you will totally get why. The building is this massive undulating structure made of stone. It kinda looks like a wave or something. It is hard to explain, you just have to see it. But the coolest part about Casa Mila is the rooftop. It is like a whole other world up there. Gaudí designed these crazy chimneys and ventilation shafts that look like, I do not even know, giant mushrooms or something. They are so weird and wonderful, just like everything else Gaudí created. Oh, and did I mention that both Casa Batlló and Casa Mila are UNESCO World Heritage Sites? Yeah, they are kind of a big deal. So if you are ever in Barcelona, you absolutely have to check them out. Now let's take a moment to appreciate one more gem in Barcelona, Palau de la Música Catalana. This concert hall, designed in the Catalan modernista style by the architect Lluís Domènech i Montaner, is an architectural marvel and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The hall's stunning architecture, including a large stained glass skylight and intricate mosaics, makes it one of the most iconic buildings in the city. Whether you are a fan of classical music or contemporary concerts, experiencing a performance in this breathtaking venue is an absolute must. Though not on hop-on-hop-off route, two places outside of Barcelona deserve honourable mentions. They are Tibidabo and Montserrat. For our next adventure, let's ascend to the heights of Barcelona, literally. Welcome to Tibidabo, a mountain that offers a perfect blend of thrills and tranquility. On one side you will find the Temple of the Sacred Heart, a stunning basilica that watches over the city from its elevated perch. Built over several decades and completed in 1961, this neo-Gothic masterpiece boasts intricate details and breathtaking views from its towers. But that's not all. Just a stone's throw away is the Tibidabo amusement park, one of the oldest in the world, dating back to 1901. This charming park offers a delightful mix of vintage rides and modern attractions, making it a hit for visitors of all ages. From the classic Ferris wheel, which provides a panoramic view of Barcelona, to the thrilling roller coasters and the nostalgic charm of the carousel, there's something for everyone. Don't miss the iconic Avio, a ride that simulates an early 20th century flight experience, or the Mirror Mirals, a hall of mirrors that guarantees endless fun. And when you need a break from the excitement, simply take a moment to soak in the serene beauty of the surrounding natural landscape. Whether you are here for the spiritual peace of the Temple of the Sacred Heart or the joyous thrills of the amusement park, Tibidabo offers a unique experience that perfectly caps off our Barcelona journey. So, here's to unforgettable moments and the magic of exploring new heights, both literally and figuratively. Montserrat Mountain and its monastery, a place where nature and spirituality come together in perfect harmony. More than an hour's drive from Barcelona, Montserrat is a stunning multi-peaked mountain range that has been a spiritual retreat for centuries. As you ascend the winding roads, you will be greeted by the awe-inspiring sight of the jagged peaks that resemble the teeth of a saw, giving Montserrat its name, which means serrated mountain in Catalan. The natural beauty here is simply breathtaking, with lush greenery and dramatic rock formations providing a serene backdrop for contemplation and adventure alike. Nestled within these majestic peaks is the Montserrat Monastery, a Benedictine abbey that has been a pilgrimage site since the 11th century. The monastery is home to the revered Black Madonna statue, also known as La Moreneta, which attracts thousands of visitors each year. According to legend, the statue was discovered in a cave by shepherds in the 9th century, and it has been a symbol of Catalonia ever since. Take a moment to explore the basilica, where you can marvel at the intricate architecture and the stunning views from the terrace. For those seeking a bit more adventure, Montserrat offers a variety of hiking trails that cater to all levels of fitness. Whether you choose a leisurely walk or a challenging climb, you'll be rewarded with panoramic vistas that stretch as far as the eye can see. The Sant Jeroni Peak, the highest point of Montserrat, offers an unparalleled view of the surrounding landscape, making the effort well worth it. So, as we bid adieu to Barcelona, let Montserrat be a reminder of the profound beauty and tranquility that can be found when nature and spirituality intertwine. Whether you are here for the breathtaking scenery, the spiritual solace, or the invigorating hikes, Montserrat leaves a lasting impression that stays with you long after you've descended its heights. Ugh, Barcelona, you were too good to me. But alas, all good things must come to an end, right? I am already missing those sunny plazas and delicious tapas. I hope you guys enjoyed this virtual tour of Barcelona's top tourist attractions. Anyway, let me know in the comments which place you are most excited to visit. And if you have already been to Barcelona, tell me your faves. I am dying to hear all about it. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.
Thank you for watching. Hope you found this video informative and entertaining. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. We do like to know and hear your feedback. And if you have the means, please consider supporting us on Patreon, where you can get early access to our videos, and where we post bonus material. Till next time, this is Geeky Tidbits saying cheers and have a good day.